Get him, Jay.
Who you know fresher than whole? Riddle me that. The rest of y'all know where I'm lurking, yeah. Can't none of y'all mirror me back. Yeah, hear me rap, it's like hearing G rapping his prime. Young H.O. raps great.
I can distinctly remember at an early age passing out flyers from person to person. Can you vote for my mom? Can you vote for my mom? See, my mother was running for a city council position seat in East Palo Alto, California, and it was then when she instilled into me the importance of opportunity, access, and being able to thoroughly communicate with their residents. However, the reality is that city governments are angered and frustrated, spending hundreds of thousands of dollars, many times millions, trying to communicate with their constituents and simply can't. Meanwhile, 75% of residents that we've surveyed said they don't even know what's going on within their community. And this was higher amongst underrepresented communities. Look, you all live in municipalities, and we all know how difficult it is trying to communicate with your city government. Residents are frustrated, disconnected, and feel powerless with the lack of resources they have in their areas. There are reasons why there are stop signs and speed bumps in other neighborhoods and not in yours. You have to be civically engaged. But more importantly, residents have to have the adequate access to have the bootstraps to be civically engaged. Civic communication is an issue, and the disconnect has proven disastrous when it comes to recent shootings, natural disasters, and fires. Civic two-way communication is imperative. We solve that problem. Here at Poly Platform, we are digitizing government, making it more socially inclusive and demographically accessible to all. We equip cities with their very own digital ecosystem that serves as a one-stop shop for residents. It means city officials no longer need to compete with social media and yell in this empty room. We work with the multiple different departments within the city, from the communications department, the public works department, as well as the parks and recreation departments. That means they can create their own surveys, send out push notifications for alerts, have polls, and have real-time data analytics for data-driven decision-making. And residents, they have a mobile city in their pockets. That means when you're driving in your car and you hit that bump in the road and it ruins your car, you can report that issue by just snapping a photo. You can directly message your city officials, see events, and truly know what's going on within your city. We've seen a 35% engagement increase with cities that utilize Poly Platform. But let me set the record straight. Civic engagement is not this old, antiquated, historic version of going to your city hall and engaging in politics. What it actually looks like is all residents knowing what's going on within their city and having an active voice. And unlike most civic engagement platforms that only enhance cities' websites and then call it civic engagement, we are truly building out a mobile city for municipalities. Now, we are poised to dominate this $15 billion market, and we are ahead of the game. We've seen the pandemic show a need for government automation, as well as an increased and improved digital infrastructure. The competition, as we've said, we've seen that we are creating an actual digital ecosystem, and we sell directly to municipalities. And our team has tremendous experience from working in the federal government, the state government, as well as the local government. And our development team has over 20 years of combined experience. Now, we are bootstrapped and profitable with over $80,000 in annual recurring revenue. And this is not just a figment of my imagination. We were actually closing deals with cities with 15 paying customers. And so we've seen success in the West, and now we're expanding to the southern and eastern regions. We're now going to repeat this at scale. We are truly digitizing government, making things accessible. A lot of times we talk about change, but it's difficult to do that when we look at the social economic constraints. A lot of people don't have money and time to go to the city hall and push forward legislation. But we can truly, truly level the playing field by increasing accessibility. There are reasons why when you go around and you see the trash can coming outside on Friday and not on Tuesday, it's because the local government is what you interface with on a daily basis, not the federal and state. And so if we actually want to see change, this is Poly Platform. My name is Kamel Green, and I'm out of here. Thank you.